那我们听一下20赫兹的左右的声音。
Can you hear that?
25 hertz.
Can you hear?
One, 2, 5 hertz.
Okay. Sorry. One more time. First, it's going to be 20 hertz.
刚才听到第一个就是20赫兹的声音。
Then it goes up to 120. Let's see. Let's listen to what he says. This is 20 hertz. Can anyone hear that?
现在这个是20赫兹的声音。
It's very, very low.
它是非常非常低的声音。
Almost. Better turn this one off. Sounds almost like an earthquake or something like that.
就可能像地震的时候的
Just a
那种
very
声
deep
音，
rumble.
就是非常深的那个声音，非常低频的声音。就是那个我们人类通常讲话，男生的讲话的声音的频率大概是在。
My voice probably, I don't know, maybe somewhere around 300 or 400 hertz is where maybe 300 hertz is where the voice has the most power or the highest amplitude.
就是那个男生的声音讲话，像老师讲话的那个频率大概是在300赫兹左右，就是男生的声音的频率大概是在这个左右范围。那女生的那个频率可能是在500、600赫兹左右，它是比较属于高频的声音。
My normal voice. What if I speak like this? Right? I force my vocal cords to move faster, to vibrate faster, and then it produces the wave that is moving faster, and it sounds much higher.
然后如果老师像刚才那样讲话，就是不要用，就是压紧喉咙，就是讲话的话，它那个震动的速度会更快，那它的那个频率就会相对比较高。所以像女生讲话的声音大概是500到600之间的赫兹左右的那个频率的那个声音。
Let's move up to 1,000 hertz, which is also called 1K hertz. K means 1,000. Okay, so 1,000 hertz.
然后那个我们现在来听1000赫兹左右的那个声音，那1K 就代表1000的那个数字。
1.25K.
This is 2,500 hertz.
然后这个是2500赫兹左右的声音。
3.1.
8,000 hertz.
然后这是8000左右的声音，8000赫兹。
10K.
And now 20,000 hertz.
然后这是20000赫兹的声音。
Okay, now. You notice a couple things. One is certain frequency ranges appear to be louder than others. Although actually all of these sounds, the wave is the exact same amplitude. So in all these sound files, the amplitude is exactly the same. However, certain of these files appear louder than others.
就是我们的耳朵就是会对那个频率，就是对低频的声音比较敏感，因为那个低频的声音听起来就是感觉比较大声，那个高频的声音就听起来会比较小声。
A dog can hear all the way up to 40,000 hertz.
然后狗的那个声音的听力范围可以到40000赫兹左右。
And a bat can hear all the way up to almost over 100,000 hertz.
然后那个蝙蝠的声音可以听到大概10万左右的赫兹的声音。
Because a bat actually moves and flies by sonar. by sending out a sound and bouncing it back. So a bat is very, very sensitive to frequency.
就是那个蝙蝠，它因为是靠声呐去就是飞行的，所以它对那个频率的那个感受会特别的敏感，所以它的那个听力范围可以到10万赫兹左右。
So back and clear here.
就是大家有使用过吸尘器吗？
Anyone?
有用过吗？就是有人在那个用吸尘器的时候，然后狗在旁边吗？
No. It's not an experience in Taiwan. Well, usually what the dog will do, the dog will go crazy.
就是如果在那个狗旁边使用吸尘器的话，狗会就是
He'll
非常
either run away as fast as he can from the sound,
它会远离那个声音，
or he'll just attack or bark at the vacuum cleaner. He'll try to attack or bark at it.
或者是它会就想要攻击吸尘器，或者是想要去咬那个吸
Depends on the
尘器。
character for the dog.
那是因为那个吸尘器的那个发出的那个频率大概在那个2万到4万赫兹左右。那个狗的声音，就因为我们人类听力只到2万赫兹左右，那就狗可以听到4万赫兹左右的声音。那它那个吸尘器的所发出来的声音的那个赫兹大概在2万到4万中间，所以狗就听得见那个声音，那个声音可能让那个狗非常的不舒服这样子。
When we're doing sound for film and video and music, we're always adjusting the amplitude of the volume, but we're also adjusting the frequency. We can change the frequency of the sound too, or at least adjust the frequency to make it sound different. Like take the same sound, adjust the frequency a little bit, and it will have a different feeling or different mood to the sound.
就我们在那个就是振幅的话，它是决定那个音量的大小，那就是那个频率的话，它就是取决于它那个声音的高频或低频。那就我们在那个做声音后置的话，可以就是改变它的频率，就是可以就是让人家转变心情，或者是改变那个感觉，就是对那个频率的声音发出来的声音产生改变的感觉。就是在我们录音的时候，就因为那个指向性麦克风，它的那个频率范围就是动态范围还蛮广的，所以它通常可以录到一些比较低频的声音。那就是当你们在录音的时候，就是你们可能要去避免掉录到那些低频的声音，所以你们可能就是有在听到那些低频的声音的杂音的噪音的时候，就是你们可能就是要换个地方去录，或者是你们就是可能要去把门关上啊，或者是关上那个窗户之类的，就是要避免掉那些低频的噪音。老师第一个要给大家听的是一首歌曲。
Notice in this clip, you can hear the bass guitar. A bass guitar sounds like this.
然后在刚才那个音乐里面，你可以听到那个贝斯的声音，就像这个声音一样。
Okay, This is the sound of a bass guitar. Now, if you listen to that clip, you can hear the bass guitar.
然后就是你如果听那个音乐的话，你可以听到那个贝斯的声音。
Now, that bass guitar is not that clear. I mean, you can hear it, especially if you're a sound person or you really like this kind of music. You can hear the bass guitar, but you can't hear it that clearly. Now, once you listen on Pro Tools to the same thing when we come back from the break, you'll be able to hear the bass guitar very, very clearly in your headphones. Okay?
就是因为这个喇叭就是不是很好，所以你不会听到那个，就是你能听到那个贝斯的声音没有那么的明显。那就是等我们午休回来过后，就是用耳机听的话，就是在 Pro Tools 上面听的话，就是那个声音会比较明显一点。就是老师给大家听的这些声音，就是它那个频率的范围大概在那个我们的听力范围之内。 那就是有些